Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing you how to run any PC game on a Mac because, well, at least for me, the main downfall of having a Mac is that you can't play some of the great PC games that are out there. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do it with VMware Fusions, which is down there in the dock. It basically lets you run a virtual machine. For those of you who don't know what a virtual machine is, it basically just lets you run another operating system on your operating system, and you can basically just switch back and forth. It's not like Boot Camp where you have to actually run Windows or whatever operating system you want to run on your Mac completely. Then you have to like turn off your Mac and boot the Mackintosh back up again and all that. It's just you can simply just switch between operating systems. Some people say it doesn't offer the best performance, but honestly, I've been playing games with that are running 60 frames per second, even when I'm like recording off them. So I've had no problems with it whatsoever. So anyway, first of all, you're going to need some kind of torrenting application. I'm using uTorrent because it's the fastest for me, but you can use like BitTorrent, uTorrent, or I think Transmission works well with the Mac as well, which I believe I have on here, but I'm just going to use using uTorrent for this. Anyway, so what you're going to do is go to this website here, and you're going to need VMware Fusion 4. This also includes a key maker as well, so just download this, and you're also going to need an operating system. So obviously for this tutorial we're going to be using Windows. I'm going to be using Windows 7, but if you fancy using Windows XP, you can do that as well. Just go into the search and type Windows XP ISO space ISO, and then search and you'll find one. Basically, the Windows 7 one I'm using just because I enjoy that operating system more than XP. But however, this one is 2.3 gigabytes, and I think Windows XP is around 600 megabytes, so it's considerably less time to download it. So you might be interested in that. All you're going to do is hit Get Torrent File for both of these. So you just select Get Torrent File. It'll pop up in your downloads down here. Click on it, and then simply select OK. Obviously, I'm not going to do this because I've already done it. It will then pop up in your torrenting application here, and you're just going to have to sit and wait, basically, until that's done. Alright, so once you've got both of these, all you're going to do is, first of all, open up your VMware Fusion file, which I will have somewhere in my downloads. I'm not even going to attempt to search for it. Hold on. VMware Fusion. This is the file that you will have here. Okay, so first of all, what you need to do is run VMware Fusion's Lite.dmg, run that, and then I think midway through it's going to ask you for a serial number or serial key or something. Simply run the core KEYGEN.dmg and it will generate a key for you, and then simply just hit next a bunch of times and you're done. Once you've done that, you will have a full version of VMware Fusions. Now, also, with the Windows 7 or Windows XP, whatever you download, it's your preference. ISO, make sure you've saved that somewhere, obviously. You can put it on your desktop if you want. Again, mine's somewhere in the downloads, but I'm not going to attempt to try to find it. Just make sure you've saved it somewhere where you know where it is. Then all you're going to do is run VMware Fusions. Now, when you run yours, your screen won't look like this. You won't have this. You'll have like a welcoming screen. It will have some helpful tutorials on there as well. It'll also say like get started, and it'll have like a big new button and stuff that you can click. But I'm going to hit File and New. And this is how you are going to run your virtual machine. So all you got to do is hit continue without disk, because obviously we're not using a disk, we're using an ISO file that we downloaded. And you're going to hit use, and let's see here, use an existing virtual machine, I think that's what it said, virtual disk, okay. Select this, and then simply select your ISO file. So you would either select your Windows 7 ISO file here, or your Windows XP ISO file, whatever you downloaded. And then from there, it's straightforward. All you got to do is hit continue a bunch of times, and then obviously it'll finish. However, midway through, it will ask you for a product key because it's all legitimate. It tries to make sure you've got a real copy. Now, for this, I'm going to have some key codes in the description for Windows 7 and XP. I'll also make sure I have some. In fact, no, I'll only have Windows 7 key codes. Windows XP, when you download Windows XP off the Pirate Bay, it has a keygen in it for you, so you can use that. However, if you are struggling for keygen, simply go into Google and literally just type Windows XP serial codes or Windows 7 serial codes or whatever like that, and honestly it will pop up. That's how I got mine anyway. Really, really simple to do. So once you've done that, just hit next a bunch of times, and you can actually change how much memory you want your obviously your virtual machine to have. just change it to the amount of games that you're going to have on here. So this is basically all I use this for, is for gaming. So then all you're going to do is power up your virtual machine by hitting the play button. Now, stupidly, I actually powered mine off before, so instead of just resuming it, I'm actually going to reboot this completely. But as you can see, it says starting Windows, and this will run obviously the full copy of Windows 7 or XP, whatever you chose. So, got a couple minutes left, so I might as well just show you guys this. Cancel the disk check. So as you can see, here we are booting up. Now what you can also do here is you can also, here we are. As you can see, I only use this for games. I have all my games here. And also what you can do is quite good is you can, let's say I wanted to use the Mac and I wanted to use Windows. So what I do is I create a new desktop, this is what I often do, and then I select VMware, then I select this button here, which allows me to go into full screen mode, which basically allows me to completely submerge myself in like the Windows experience, and I can just play games full screen here. And then I can simply swipe, and I'm back on Mac. So that's a pretty good feature. Also, in terms of gaming performance, of all these games that you see here, I've been able to run at least 60 frames per second. I can also screen record with fraps, and it doesn't affect my game. The only ones I'm having problems with out of all these is Skyrim. Skyrim, for some reason, it won't let me play it full screen. I have to play in like a really small window, and it's just not, really not happening. So, but with all the other games, including Battlefield 3, I can play fine. Obviously, I can't play them on ultra settings or anything like that, but I can play them on, relatively high settings. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Steam, don't worry about that. And yeah, that's about it. It is honestly very, very simple. It's just downloading files, using KEYGENS, and then running your virtual machine. So guys, I hope you enjoyed playing all the games you fancy playing. You can drag and drop games from Windows if you've got files from Windows in a USB device or transmission cable or whatever. You can also, but
virus database has been updated.
Yep, thank you for that. Yeah, I do have antivirus on here. It's asking me to upgrade, but I don't want to do that. You can also use the internet, so I'll just show you that here quickly. I use Google Chrome on here, and you can download games off the Pirate Bay as well, which is what I do. So, anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. See you in the next one.